Dear student, we will talk about the arithmetic mean. Okay, how to find arithmetic mean in a given data. Okay, we will take an example and then we will try to learn here how to find arithmetic mean in a given data. Okay, so we'll take one question here, which is a question number 19A. This is the question number 19A. Okay, what is the question and what is given in the question? Let you know. Find the arithmetic find the arithmetic mean for the data in the following table. In the following table. Okay, given there table. So in that table we have a class interval. Okay, we have a class interval. We have a frequency. Which will be indicated with F. Okay, which is a class interval? Class interval given 5 to 10. Okay, the other class interval is 10 to 15. And the other one is 15 to 20 and 20 to 25. Okay, frequency also given 2, 5, 8 and 3. 8. We know that to find the arithmetic mean, we have a formula which is, just a minute, let me correct here. Let me write somewhere else, because we have to make it here, other table. I'll write there down. We all know about it, dear student. Arithmetic mean x bar. Okay, this is me. Arithmetic mean x bar we indicated. It is equal to total sum of f multiply x and total sum of frequency f. Here f is a frequency, x is a midpoint value. How we can find midpoint value? That let you know. To find the midpoint value in a given data, what we have to do? Let you know. Here we will make a column which is called midpoint value. Midpoint value, which is x, okay. And another column we will make, here we will multiply f. Just a minute, let me write correctly. Another table we will make here, which we will say f multiply with x. Okay, also need to calculate a little bit. We are making another table which says value of that column is f multiply x. Okay, so to find the midpoint between the interval range, which is 5 to 10, what we are going to do here, we will add up lower value, which is 5 in that interval, class interval. Lower value, which is 5, and upper value is 10. We will add up this both and divide it by 2. So what I'm going to do here, 5 plus 10 and divided by 2 become 15 by 2. 15 by 2 equal to 7.5. Okay. The same way we will use and we will find midpoint for each class interval. Okay, regarding frequency. So here the lower value is 10 plus the upper value 15 and whole upon 2. So it's become 25 by 2. So when we calculate, it's become 12.5. 12.5. Okay. Then for the third row, we will find here midpoint value, which is lower limit is 15 and upper limit is 20 divided by 2. So become 35 by 2. It is equal to 17.5. Now we'll move to the last row, which is lower value is 20 plus upper value 25 divided by 2. So it's become 45 by 2. So it is equal to 22.5. Now we will add up all. We will add up here all. So it is here, and here we are going to add up the frequency, which is the full frequency is 2 plus 5 plus 8 plus 3 equal to what? When we get this is become 18. Okay. Now see there, you have to find f multiply x. F value is given there, frequency value is given there, and midpoint value x also we got it here. So we are going to find both multiplication here. So f value is for first row is 2. So 2 multiply with 7.5. So become it is 15. The same thing we will do for each row. So 5 multiply with 12.5. So it's become 62.5. 62.5. Okay. And then 8 multiply 17.5. So this become 140. The last row, which is frequency is 3 and multiply with midpoint, which is 22.5. What is the answer here? It is 67.5. To find the arithmetic mean, we need the total sum of fx upon total sum of frequency f. So we will here make it total. Okay. We will add up all and then we will find it there. So here you can find total sum of f multiply x equal to 15 plus 62.5 plus 140 plus 62.5. When we add all, what we will get? 285. Now we have a total add up of f multiply x, frequency multiplied with midpoint value. Okay. And then we have a total sum of frequency also, which is 18. We will put here value. It is equal to 285 divided by 18. The final answer is 15.83. This is our x bar equal to 15.83. All right. This is our final answer. We move to the next question, which we have a different question. 19, question number 19 and part B. Question number 19, part B. Okay, let's take that question. Talk about the question number 19 and part B. What is given in the question? Solve the equation for x. This question related to the exponential equation. Okay, here we have a one exponential equation. You have to solve it that the value of x. So what is the question here? You see, solve the equation for x. Okay, let me write this clearly. Solve the equation for x. Okay, what is given equation? You see here, 3 to the power 4x minus 1. 4x minus 1. It is equal to 27. Okay. Before solving that, you need to know one formula here. We know in exponential equation, we have a formula which is if a to the power x equal to a to the power y. So this is implies that x equal to y. Okay. Okay, this formula. This formula we are going to use in that exponential equation. What do you mean? If we have a same base, so power also will be the equate. Okay, power also will be the equal. So here we will try to make this equal base. So we can equate the power also, or then we can find the value of x also. So we found here when we see this equation, this is 3 to the power 4x minus 1 and 27 is also a multiple of 3. So we can write this 3 to the power 4x minus 1 and 27 we can write 3 to the power 3, right? Because we multiply 3 times, so it's become 27. 27. Okay, this is 27. Okay, just a minute. Write again here. 3 multiply 3 become 27. Okay. So it is equal to what? It is equal to 3 cube equal to 27. Okay. This we know that I'm going to write 27 as 3 to the power 3. Okay. Yeah. Now we will use that formula. Here we have a same base, so power also will be the equal. So I will write here 4x minus 1 equal to 3. So this now this is an equation and we are going to solve for x. So it is 4x. 1 will move that side. So it's become plus. So it's become 4. Finally, we are solving for x. So divided by 4. And we have a value of x is x equal to 1. Okay. This is our solution. This is also done. Okay. Now, dear student, we have another question, which is a question number 28. This question is related to the pie chart. This question is related to the pie chart. What is given? There is given, grade is given, and number of students also given. We have to represent in a pie chart. Okay. How we can represent in a pie chart? Let me know. First, we'll write the question, and then we will find out corresponding angles there. Okay. And then we will divide in a pie chart. You see here. What is the question? Question number 20. Question number 20A. This is a part A. The question is given there. the grades, okay, obtained by a student in a class are as follows. Grade given there, huh? Which is here given there. Grade. Okay. Grade. Which is grade A, B, C, and D. Okay. 4 grade is given there. A, B, C, D. Corresponding, there is a number of student. Number student given there. You see, in a grade A, there is a 4 student. In grade B, there is a 15 student. Grade C, there is a 10 student. And grade D, there is a 3 student. So to make the pie chart, represent the above data by a pie chart. Given there, represent above data by a pie chart. This is a question. Yeah. Pie chart. Okay. Represent by pie chart. So we have a great number of students. So we have to find here angle also to represent the pie chart. To find the angle, what we are going to do, we will first calculate how many total number of a student here. So the total number of a student, total number of student here equal to 4 plus 15 plus 10 plus 3. So this become 32. Okay. These are the total number of students. So to find the angle for each grade, what we are going to do, because in a pie chart, we have a circle. In a pie chart, we have a full circle, full circle. This circle have to be divided in 0 to the 0 angle to 360. This full circle 360 degree, 0 to 360 degree. Okay. So in that case, we need to find angle for each grade. Angle for each grade. To find the angle for each grade, what we are going to do, we will take the number of student divided with total number of student and multiply with 360. Okay. When we do that, we will find here 360 degree. We will find here 45 degree. So grade A students will represent in pie chart 45 degree only. Angle 45 degree. All right. Angle 45 degree, which is, you can say, this is the angle. Less than, just approx the angle. Huh? Less than 90. So it is 45. Let me make that little bit more clear. And I'll try making angle also a little bit in a circle. Okay. Consider my pie chart. All right. The drawing will not go much. This is my circle. This is a center, and that this is I'm making here for grade A, which is 45. 45 angle will be less than, you have to approx only. Okay, so that is A. That is A. Okay, I will see which is grade B, and here we will find angle for it also. So what we are finding here, angle. So to find angle, the number of a student in a grade B, which is 15, and the total number of a student, which is 32, multiply with 360 degree. Okay, so we will find here it is equal to 75 degree. When we calculate that, 75 degree. So 75 degree also will be not more. 75 degree also will not be more here. You see. Just a minute. Let me calculate proper. So it's become 168.75 degree. This is, let me correct here, not 75 here. Just a minute. It is when I calculated 165, 168.75 degree. This is it. 168. So 168 will be more than or near to 180. More than 90, but near to 180. So it will be something like that. This is B, and this angle is 168 degree almost. Okay. Now we'll go for the C grade. So the number of student in C grade is 10. The total number of student is 32, and it's multiplied with 360 degree. So when we calculate it, I will find here 112.5 degree. 112.5 degree means more than 90. More than 90. It will be something like that. So that is 112.5 degree and indicated with C. C, yeah? C. Let's talk about the last, which is a DA. Angle we are finding 3 divided by total number of the student multiply with 360 degree. We will find here it is equal to 33.75 degree. So this is, we have part D, which is 33.75 degree, right? So how we can represent that pie chart for it? With little bit more clear also, we can try to make it here. How we can make it, let you know. We are making here pie chart, which is this showing the, just a minute. If we can add any shape also, we can add here. Just a minute. Let's take a shape. Any circle. Circle. Okay. So I have to make it little more efficient and good. It will be 45. This is the center. 45 degree. This is the part A. Okay. And we say this is 45 degree. Okay. And now we have here part B, which is part B. This is part B, which is, you can write here B, which is 168 degree. We have here part E also, which is 112.5 degree. And last one, which is part D, it is 33.75 degree. Okay, this is also 0.75 degree. So this is done about the chart. Okay, this is done. Now, dear student, let me remove our pie chart. I want to make more efficient and good. Just trying making it. Find here. I'll find any. So this. Yes. This is what we have. Circle and 45 degree. That will be the 45 degree. The part B, which is 168.75 degree. Okay, and this is the part C, which is 112.5 degree. This is the part D, and it is 33.75 degree. All right, this is just we try to make it a little more clear. So this question done. Now we move to the next question, which is a question number 20. Okay, next new question about the vertex. We talk about the vertex, quadratic equation, function of the quadratic equation, quadratic function here. Okay, which is fx equal to, which is fx equal to x minus 3 whole square plus 3. So in question number 20, question number 20, and this is the part B. Question number 20, part B. Find the vertex. Find the vertex. Okay. Find the vertex. Axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry. Maximum or minimum. Or minimum. Anyone. Okay. Of the quadratic function. Of the quadratic function that you have to find. The function is given there. Fx equal to x minus 3 whole square plus 2. Okay. We'll write the quadratic equation in the same form, which is, this is minus, which is to find the vertex, which is we will compare and we will try to find the vertex here. If we have a equation fx equal to a x minus h whole square plus k. So what will be the vertex here? You see, first we will find out here vertex. So the vertex will be the direct value. When we compare both of them, so we will find h equal to 3 and k equal to 2. So what is the vertex? H and k. So you can write, yes, it is equal to 3 and 2 in order pair. Okay, in order pair. We'll talk about the second one, which is axis of symmetry. Okay, axis of symmetry. How we find the axis of symmetry? To find the axis of symmetry, we have a formula which is x equal to h. What is axis of symmetry? If we have a parabola and through the vertex, it will be put an imaginary line. In which point that imaginary line is crossing to the x-axis, that is called axis of symmetry. So for that, we have a formula x equal to h. So x equal to h, here we have x equal to value of h is 3. So axis of symmetry will be x equal to 3. The parabola. We talk about the graph of the quadratic function, which is parabola. Now, there is a third one part which called maximum or minimum value. Maximum or minimum value. To find the maximum minimum value, we have a formula in a quadratic function and the graph of the quadratic function parabola. It is equal to k. It is equal to k. We have a value k which is equal to 2. So the maximum minimum value it's depend on the value of a. So when we compare this fx, so we found the coefficient of x minus 3 whole square is 1 here 1. So a equal to here a equal to 1, which is greater than 0. So parabola here, parabola open upward. Okay, open upward means the graph will be something like that. Okay, if parabola open upwards, so we have a here minimum value, not maximum value. What will have in here? Minimum value, which is k equal to 2. Okay, if a is less than 0, so we will say there is a maximum value. There is a maximum value and parabola open down. Okay, this is it. This is the now. Let's see some more. This is done here. Now that is my end of the recording. And thank you very much.